Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for Virgo season. This will be from August 22nd through September 22nd. Now, when I am doing these readings for the season, and it'll be all of your signs, individual signs in Virgo season, and how that's going to affect you, I use a boatload of cards. I use a boatload of decks. I will use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards for the main reading. I ask for clarification from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Any words of advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards. I then come back to Radley Valentine, my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have been pulling one card from my Radley Valentine Guardian Angel cards, and I finish up with my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, of all the decks, I have prayed, meditated, and infused them all with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. Virgo season's going to be an interesting time. So now here, this is where I kind of give you a little recap on stuff. We actually have 3 planets that are direct. Mercury is direct, okay? And I believe that's direct in Virgo. And we do start, though, the shadow of retrograde as of the 13th, because it goes retrograde in Libra seasons. And Libras, you know what that means. There's a lot of karmic resolution happening, and it will be happening in your season. But, you know, right now it is direct, though it does start that shadow, which means that it starts to slow down, and it's not, or at least it appears to be slowing down. Now, Venus, which is in Libra, and Mars, can't remember what that is. I could be in Virgo season also. Now we have 5 planets retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus. So, you know, there is some interesting energy there. Jupiter and Saturn, they're in Aquarius right now. Uranus is in Taurus. Okay, can't quite remember with my Neptune and Pluto right now. Are they still in Pisces? I don't think that they are. Anyway, on the 22nd of August, that morning, when it's still Leo season, we will have that second Aquarius full moon, and that will be at 8:17 a.m. Eastern time. So we've talked about that Leo season has been bracketed by these 2 full moons. The last time this happened was 8 years ago, and the next time it'll be, I think, 11 years from now. Now, Virgo season officially begins at 3:35 p.m., and this is all Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be an interesting time. The one thing that clicked with me on Virgo, because Virgo season was a little bit quiet for me. I wasn't really getting any major downloads or not. It was just it's a wait and see type of energy. Virgo is an earth energy, but it's also the 6th sign of when the astrological year begins. So a couple of things was that, the number 6 is the number of man. So then I'm thinking that, then Leo is the 5th sign, and 5s are all about change. So there's a lot of changes that have been going on in Leo season. So now all of those changes come to Virgo, and Virgo now has to do something with them. Virgo has to, solidify them. Virgo has to look at them and say, nope, not taking this anymore. Or, yes, we're accepting this. So Virgo's going to be taking a lot of those changes and really doing a lot of delving and looking and seeing, what does this all mean? And is this something that we can live with, something we cannot live with? So then that also means that when we come to Libra season, that will be 7, and 7 is that divine umbrella. It is that divine number. Now, the other thing I noticed about Virgo season was we did have a lot of Virgo, transits and things going on in Virgo itself. And we had a lot of Libra energy going on. We had a little bit of Scorpio and Pisces, but it seemed that Virgo and Libra were the main players in Virgo season. So, Libra is about justice. Libra is about balance. And considering that Mercury will be retrograde when we are in Libra season, there could be a lot of, justice, basically karmic justice being handed out during Libra season. But again, in Virgo season, we're getting ready for all of that. Okay, so let's just kind of go a little bit into this. So again, we said that, I said that 22nd Virgo season begins. Let's pull a couple of my rider cards. And yes, I've prayed, meditated on these also, and infused Reiki energy. Let's see what we have just as an overview for Virgo season. Here we go. Choices. This has been coming up a lot lately for me. Choices. So here we have sevens. 7, divine umbrella. Basically, like I said, this is something that, there's something over us that's not necessarily making it easy, but it's not necessarily making it hard. It's all about our choices. Now, our choices in what we do, it can be very positive. So here we have, what is this? The olive branch, the wreath, which is very associated with Virgo season, but we also have the snake. We also have here's the snake. This is kind of just a serpenty thing. Then we have, this is a tower type. So there are things, we have some choices on what to do with all of this energy that just came from Leo season into Virgo. Do we build upon it? Do we make positive choices, positive changes, or do we just let everything crumble around us? A lot of it is hidden. So here we go. And that would be right, because I was feeling that there was, I was like, come on, what's happening in Virgo season? And I wasn't getting very clear pictures or answers. Next card, though, here we are. And that one, so this is the 7 of Cups. Cups, remember, is water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. We do have Pisces and Scorpio. We have a Pisces full moon, and we have something going on. Venus enters Scorpio too. So, but again, I did not see Cancer. Now we have our sword energy, aces. Now, so we have a 7, we have a 1 energy, because ace is a 1. Swords is our Libra, our Aquarius. It's also our Gemini. It is our thought processes. It's hearing news. It's our ideas. It's our what are we going to how are we going to think about this? What are we going to do about, not, I shouldn't say do so much as where are we going with this? What are our challenges? How can we overcome them? So swords in itself, the Ace of Swords is all about these new ideas, new possibilities. Now we just have to take those possibilities and bring it into that earth energy so we can actually make something with it. Okay, next card is, again, we have that swords energy. So, but this is the page, and the page's underlying energy is our earth energy. So this is really very much the Virgo and all the Libra energy that we have this month. Pages, earth energy is, again, our Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. It's, what we can make with our hands. It is our, it is our work, job, career, our money energy, what we can actually make with our hands. And then with the swords energy, it's like, taking our ideas, taking all of the things that swirling around us, taking that and actually creating that. So it looks like we have a lot of choices. We have the ability to, and these are emotional choices. These are committed choices. We have the ability to think things through, to reason things through. Do we allow our emotions to overwhelm our intellect, our objectivity? It's going to be an interesting time in Virgo season. Okay, so now we have, I told you Virgo season begins in August 30th, Mercury enters Libra. Mercury is about our, communication. And it's also a lot of this has a lot of karmic energy. Now, remember, we are starting to go into the shadow of the retrograde. And, that's going to be on the 13th. So we're going to be in Mercury, and Mercury's going to be in Libra for a little bit of time before it starts that shadow area, that shadow time. So we, again, Libra is the scales. Libra is justice. Libra is balance energy. So there could be some communication with, that basically is talking about justice, balance. It could be very soothing to us. It could be a little bit unnerving to us at the same time. It's all about, all that change energy in Leo is now being put into play, or being put into place during Virgo season. So let's see if we're going to just pull one card for Mercury. Okay, and that starts at 1:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you like those times. Here we go. Okay, so now we have an 8. This is a major arcana card. This is all about strength. This is kind of, and remember, here we have kind of that Leo energy. So we could be hearing things that just might be a little bit upsetting, might be a little bit, disconcerting. We just have to push through it. We just have to reach out to our higher power, who could be your guardian angel, spirit guide, your voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, the source, and, and just kind of work and push through this Libra, Mercury, energy that's going on. Okay, so now we have the new moon in Virgo. That will be on September 6th. And so Virgo, again, Virgo is the Virgin. Virgo is, has a lot to do with harvest, growing things, the earth energy. Virgo wants things to be nice, and the new moon is about new beginnings, new seasons. Remember, new moon to full moon is all about requesting. Full moon is release, relinquish, and request. And the new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. It gets bigger and bigger. So it's all about requesting. The new moon is also about, making a lot of wishes, a lot of just putting things out into that universe. This is a good time for you to put out the things that that will help you make a more comfortable life. Okay? Full moon, release, relinquish, and request. And then the full moon, as it gets smaller, it is waning and it comes back. That's about relinquishing. That's about getting rid of things. So on September 6th, we have that new moon in Virgo, 8:51 p.m. It's going to be, I think that it could be a very grounding moon. I think it could be something that helps us through this season and might give us some of that clarity. It might bring us back. I'm kind of like it brings us back to earth. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Well, now we have Temperance. Temperance is that balance. It's one of those Libra types of cards. So here, this is a 14. So that is a derivative of 7. So we have a 7, 7, and that can equal 14. Also, too, as we go through our readings, remember to write down your numbers, write down any archangels that come to you. So, this could be a time where we start to have that balance. We regain that balance in what's going on in the world and possibly in our lives, too. So this is very positive with this. I like this. It kind of is, it's very soothing at the same time. There is some water energy with this because you can see that they're balancing out the cups. So, just know that this could be one of those really positive times to it could help us to be very soothing. It's like the universe is trying to soothe us down a little bit. It's like when our nerve endings are all over the place and it wants to just say, no, everything's going to be okay, at least for the moment. Okay, so now in September 10th, Venus enters Scorpio. Scorpio is the detective. Scorpio needs to know things. Scorpio also has a little bit of hidden energy. Venus in Libra, Venus loves Libra. They just dance together. So now Venus is coming out of that Libra energy into Scorpio. So there could be some secrets revealed on that emotional level, on that, that love level, that relationship type of level too. Mars is entering Libra on the 14th. Mars is the god of war, is actually very associated with Aries, so this is kind of like wanting to just get out there and just fight. But Libra's kind of saying, hey, let's look at both sides now. Let's look at both sides. Let's use some temperance on this. We can't just choose one side over the other. So I feel that's actually going to be very calming to Mars. Now, we come to the 20th of September. that full moon is in Pisces. Now, again, too, Pisces is the dual fish. One fish likes to look to the optimistic side, but there's that other fish that likes to go into the shadows, likes to go into the dark, wants to know more of the secrets too. It has a little bit of that secret discovery like Scorpio does, but they don't really want to. They just want to know. They want to know. Now, so they don't necessarily need to tell other people about it. They just want to know the secrets. And the full moon has a lot of different types of secrets. We do not know what the other side of the moon looks like. We never see that side. This is also a time, because this is the water energy, this is also a time of very strong psychic, intuitive type of energy too. And especially since we are coming up to then the September 22nd, which will then be Libra season, and it will also be the equinox. So Libra season comes in at 3:21 p.m. Now, excuse me a second, I was pulling the card for that full moon, and it flew all the way here, so excuse me. And here we are. Here's this card. It was upside down, and this is 12. This is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is, we're going to have to look at things from a different perspective. We're going to, what we know as, it could be that what we know is as truth. We may find out, oh, no, things aren't quite the way we looked at them. Things aren't quite the way we saw them. What we thought was truth was not truth, or what we thought was false was not false. It's all about looking at things from a different angle. But it is this could be a time of a new paradigm that is coming. Okay, so that would be that full moon in Pisces. And if you think about it, like I said, Pisces likes to go and delve into that deeper recesses, the murky waters. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting time. Virgo has, like I said, there was a lot of Libra energy. Now, yes, we do have Aquarius energy because of Jupiter and Saturn. And remember, Saturn, I know I'm going to say it again, Saturn is all about illusions versus reality. So we do have that air energy, but there was a lot of Libra energy, and Libra was kind of opposing some of the signs, and Virgo energy, and it was kind of opposing some of the signs too. For the most part, they were all partnering. But so we had Virgo energy, we had a lot of Libra energy, there is Aquarius energy. I did not see any fire energy, and I did not see the ones that I'm telling you about. Those are what I saw when I was looking through and just researching for this. Now, maybe you'll know more about it, and that's all good. I am very willing, but to learn or to receive. But it was an interesting time. So we have the air, we have a little bit of water, not as much, air, earth, and a little bit of water. So we will see what we will see. So Virgo season seems like it's going to be interesting. Okay, now let's see, though, as we go on, let's see what it will be for your sign in Virgo season. Hello, my Leos, and welcome to Virgo season. Now, let's see about the changes that Leo season brought. Let's see what's going to be happening, how they're going to implement in Virgo season. Okay, remember, while I'm shuffling the cards, please remember to, over there, like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. You keep me on air by doing that, so thank you. I appreciate all of your support. Now, let us go on and see. Anything that is reversed of the cards usually means it has a stronger energy. We have one card that is reversed. Let's see what we're going to have going on for my Leos. All right. First card is the Two of... This has been popping up a lot too. This is kind of an overwhelming energy. So there's been some cards that have been kind of going through all of the signs. This is one of them. So it could be it's going to be a very overwhelming Virgo season. It doesn't mean that you can't do this. It doesn't mean that it just means that there's going to be a lot. It's going to be a busy season. The energies are extremely volatile in some ways, And it's kind of like you don't know if you're going to be coming or going for Virgo season. Now, twos have some choices. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? You know, crossroads type of energy. It could also be about coming together with a partnership. Earth energy is our Virgo, our Capricorn. It's also our Taurus. It's about money. It's about home. It's very tangible energy about your career. This is just a lot of energy that, and like I said, you don't know if you're coming or if you're going. Anyway, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So you may have to downsize a little bit. You might have to say, there's too much. I need to there's something that I have to I want to do it all. I can't do it all. So next card, the Queen of Water. Now, Queen's underlying energy is water. This is water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid. This is emotional. This is caring. This is very heartfelt. This is doing what you love, doing what you want. This is following your heart. This could be an emotional, one of those relationships, your job, your work, your career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. But it's basically, it's doing the things that you want. It's also about relationships getting closer. And there's a lot of loving care with this energy here. So this is tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. Care for yourself and others. Your last card, this is reversed. The Ace of Fire. So now, not only do you have too much to do, again, it's the Queen of Waters is also telling you to, about relationships, but I also feel like this is doing something that you love, following what makes you happy, because when you're happy, when Leo is happy, then everyone around Leo is happy too, because, a happy Leo makes everybody happy around them. Now, the Ace of Fire, so here we have a 2, an ace is a 1. 1 is a new beginning. Fire is your energy. It is also Aries. It's also Sagittarius. It's passionate, it's burning, it's determined. This is a passionate journey. This is a journey that you believe in. This is a start of something that's really very big for you, and it's something that matters very strongly to your heart. Okay? The only thing is with this 2 of Earth, it's kind of like, do you have the, what do they say? Do you have the bandwidth? Do you have the availability to add something more to it? Or is this what creates this overwhelming because it's something you really, really want to do? Anyway, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So this is something that could actually make some this could be a life-changing occurrence in a positive way. The only thing is, it's just another thing for you to be doing. So something might have to go. Some choices might have to be made, and kind of look at something and say, well, you know what, out of all of this, well, I need to cut down on something, because you're very passionate. You're very, you want this. It's just a matter of, do you have the time? Do you have the energy to do it? So let's take a look at my John Holland for some clarification. This is my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. 1, 2, and 3. I do love these cards. They just don't have court cards in them, so I can't use them as a traditional tarot deck. First card. Follow your intuition. Now it's interesting that we have the 2 and the 2. This would be the High Priestess in the traditional tarot. This is also decisions to make, choices to make. Which way do I go? Also, could be a coming together. That's what a 2 is all about. But this is listening to your intuition, listening to that inner voice, connecting with your higher power so that you can hear clearer. Okay? Looking into the depths. Now, that full moon in Pisces is going to have some really interesting energy in itself. So it could be one of those times for you to really make sure that you're doing whatever full moon ceremony, full moon, divination that you do at that time. Okay? So, all about your intuition. Next card. Harmony. So this is 6. 6 is harmony. Harmony is basically the lovers and the traditional. 6 is the number of man. So you're getting a couple of major arcana cards here. This is, again, coming to a place where you know what you want, where you're going. So actually, now Virgo season has been kind of rocky for a lot of the signs out there, for a lot of the signs. But this looks like this is kind of a, this is, again, I'm not going to say that it's smooth sailing. That 2 of Earth says that it's very overwhelming. So you're being really, really stretched. But it looks like whatever it is that you decide to do, you are on that right path. Now, the lovers, harmony could be about joining with someone. It could also be healing relationships, but it does feel like it brings you to a happier and better place. Next card, power. So this would actually be, I believe this is to be strength in the traditional. So you would have had 3 major arcanas here. And this is, again, strength. This is power. So strength here, this person is, the king, the king, the wise person, but also the lion. You are the lion. You have the ability to make many changes, but you have the ability to really go forth in your power. So there's a lot of things happening this month. This is that month. Again, I told you, Leos it was the 5th astrological signs. That was 5, 5, 5, 5, change, change, change. Now the change, you're bringing in those changes and making them, you're making them real now. It's not just that everything's changed. You're developing, you're integrating them into your life. But this also feels like you are on your quest to really almost a spiritual journey, but it's almost like you're going where you're destined to be. So there's a lot of destiny in this energy around you too. Let's see now. Let's see, because let's see what we have about this. But really, so let's see at the numbers first. So we have a 2 and a 1, and then we have a 2. So 2, 1, 2, 6, 8. 8 is unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. So let's see here what we have for, okay, this one popped. And let's go ahead to the next 2. Okay, this one is reversed, and this is about the master. Now, this could be a couple of things. One is you are achieving, you are coming to a point where you are achieving your next step. You are, there's been a lot of ascension energy going on around us. So this could be that you have come to that point and you have now developed beyond. This could also be that that you need to make sure that you're connecting with your higher power. But the master, I kind of feel the master has a little bit more of the natural in him, or, so I kind of feel like this is a journey that you have been on, my Leos. Interesting. Okay, next card, we have the world. So the world, so here we have a 10. This would, again, and the master is very unique, to the Osho Zen Tarot cards. The world is your wheel of fortune, is about fate, is about going where you need to go. We are the world is the 10 card. 10 transition, 1 new beginning, 0 God source energy, 10's moving on. So this is the wheel of fortune. This is you stepping into where you're meant to be. Okay, and so now the thing is about, how does that feel? It doesn't always feel comfortable. Being the master doesn't feel comfortable either. So, and that's basically mastering where you are, mastering the skill set, the spiritual. It doesn't mean that you have now reached the highest. It just means at that level, you have mastered that level, and now it's time for you to move on to that next level, to the next level. And then the we are the world 10, the wheel of fortune, is saying things are continuing to move for you. Next card is maturity. Okay, maturity. So there's something happening. Something's happening this season for Leos. It's bringing us to another place. Now, is this in our physical? Is this in our natural? It could be. Is this in our metaphysical, our supernatural? It could be also. Lots of energy around us, around Leos. Lots of energy. There's a growth. There's a lot of growth here. Okay, let's go on here. And again, going back to here, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. Be aware of that. So when you're aware of that, you can handle it better. When you're kind of feeling like, I can't, what's going on? What's going on? I can't handle it. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is a growth period. This is one of those growth periods. Intuition is growing. You know, entering into karma is growing. Maturing is growing. All of these things, these are all growth periods for us. But we have the ace, you know, and it's going where we want to go too. It's not necessarily saying that that we're resisting this. It's just it's more that it could be a little bit hard for us, for Leos. Here we go. Yes, here we go. Let's see what we have with the Archangel Power Tarot cards. First card is Three of Michael. In order to grow, what do you have to do? You have to let go of something. Three again is a power number. It is the number of creation, doing something 3 times. The Trinity, very strong, blessed type of number. Michael is air energy. Again, that's our Libra, Aquarius. It's our Gemini energy, you know, thought processes, making plans. The Three of Michael, yeah, that's the Three of Swords. But it's an old wound, and it's letting go. It's letting go of things that hold us back. It's letting go of things that made us hurt. You know, and I should say you per se, but Leos, it's letting go of the things that have locked Leos in. It's letting go. There's a lot of forgiveness with this card, because forgiveness, basic anger and negative emotions, that only locks you in, Leo. Regardless of who you might feel angry at, it only locks you down. Forgiveness frees you. Okay, so this is about release the past. You will grow from the situation. Time heals all wounds. Next card here, the King of Ariel. Now, the King of Ariel is, again, it kind of goes along with you've come to that point. You've developed. It comes maybe even even with the Power card. The King of Ariel, the underlying energy with kings is air energy. So that's the King of Swords. Ariel is earth energy. We've talked about earth energy. This is saying you're going where you need to go. Now, the King of Ariel is also about money. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're transitioning into, it is something that you become somebody that can actually, this could be that, you become the subject matter expert. You become the one that they pay to do this. So whatever it is, wherever this development is, it also is something that develops your profession. All right, so successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. Your plans are working out well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. And your last card here is the Queen of Michael. Now, the Queen's underlying energy is water. We talked about that up here with this emotional, follow your heart. But now Michael is saying, also, you need to, while you're following your heart, there's all this passion. You're being pulled where you need to be. You're also being pulled with your intuition. You're being reconnected. There's a lot of ascension energy going around. Now you got to step back a little bit, and you have to be a little bit objective. You have to really look at things a little bit so that you can see them clearer. Okay? So it's not just kind of like, yeah, we're all going in. No, we got to step back a little bit and look at things a little more objectively, because otherwise we're just overwhelmed with, Leos are overwhelmed with all of the stuff going around, okay? But the Queen of Michael is also brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience. It's a time for your career rather than relationships. So all of this is really, it's kind of answering some of your question up there. This, basically, this is where your career could actually, it's like you've been guided to this place. You're in this place. You need to be in this place. You have taken, your skill set has risen to this place. Your intuition, all of these things are open. The King of Ariel is basically saying the money's coming. So, and now it's just really, you know what to do. It's just now, you just have to do it. Okay? Wow. I'm going to have to watch this one. So many things are happening with this reading. Let's go on with, okay, that card, that's good. Anyway, Healer of Abundance. Healer of Abundance. I believe the healer in this deck is the Queen also, but abundance is also earth energy. So healer of the Queen of Abundance, Queen of Earth. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for your family. That's where this is all about. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who's down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. So there's a lot, I mean, all of this is coming together. It's like everything's converging together to, very, very career-oriented. It's basically putting you on your path, or you have been on your path. It's confirming that you are now on your path, and enjoy. Okay. Let's see now. Let's go ahead and see what we have going with the crystals or energies for my Leos. Just remember, it's going to be a little overwhelming. And, hey, what is that? Is that success is too overwhelming? Actually having things happen that you've been wanting to happen? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Not reversed. Citrine. Oh, we love citrine. It's a nice stone to have around. Wealth, enhanced career prospects. So all of this came down to your career. Self-esteem. It's also about manifestation. So I'm not quite sure where all the numbers are about, but, I hope you copied them down so you can look at them. And what you do is you put them, numbers, angel numbers on behind it in your search, hit enter, things pop up. So my Leos, this actually looks like this could be a culmination of a lot of things that we've been waiting for. Leos have been waiting for. So let's hope this. Let's hope. It does feel like it's going to be a busy month ahead. Anyway, please remember again to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.